How's it going? Today on Dylan Talks Tone, we're going to talk about a very interesting question. Why do humbuckers have screws? So this video comes from input from the internets over the last few days and about the last week. A few people have been asking kind of two main questions. One is, why do humbuckers even have screws in the first place? So we're going to talk about that. That's number one. And then number two, are you supposed to adjust them? What do you do with them? Are you supposed to adjust them on a regular basis? How do you use them? That sort of thing. So let's get into this. This is pretty interesting. So the story behind why humbuckers have screws kind of goes back before humbuckers, right? It goes back to the P90. The P90 came before the humbucker. And actually, before the P90, there was this pickup called, I want to say, the P13, something like that. And before that was the Charlie Christian. If you'll recall, the Charlie Christian pickup had a bar. It weighed like 2 pounds. They sound amazing in their own right, but as technology progressed, yes, technology changed in the 30s, and then we came up with adjustable pole pieces. And this was amazing because when you had a dog-ear P90 put into like an arch-top guitar, right? That thing was like bolted down, and there was no way to adjust the pole pieces, the height of them, to the strings, right? And some P90 guitars that was kind of flat, some P90s were arch tops, so you needed to have that adjustability when the chassis of the pickup was bolted straight to the guitar. Then, in 1957, came along the Seth Lover humbucker pickup. Now here's the interesting thing about humbuckers, and particularly the design of the original humbucker. Check out these patent drawings from 1959. There were no screws. They were all slugs. Seth Lover originally invented the humbucker with all slugs. Why? Because he could adjust them by these two screws over here and adjust the whole pickup height up and down. He didn't have to adjust individual pull pieces. He could adjust the whole thing. Allegedly, somebody at Gibson in marketing said, you know what? P90s are adjustable. Those pull pieces are adjustable. So we really need to have adjustable pull pieces so that people really understand, that they can still adjust them. Otherwise, they won't know what's going on. So, screws were added to humbuckers. I guess you could say that was one of Gibson's first, I'm going to step in here and tell you how you should enter. No, we won't go there. Anyway, that's how screws became in humbuckers. Literally a marketing decision because somebody wanted to make adjustability open to the people that use them themselves. Question number 2. Do we even need to worry about this? There are differing schools of thought on this. By nature, when you put a cover on a humbucker, because of how the cover sits on there and how it all works, in order for the screws to stick out of the cover kind of a little bit like they normally do, these literally have to be up a little bit more than the slugs. In the original design, since they were slugs, it was meant for the whole thing to be flat all the way across. Most Gibson-style guitars have 12-inch fretboard radiuses. So the bridge right here doesn't have a whole lot of a radius, and it is okay for them to be completely flat. There really is no real reason to adjust those screws to match the fretboard radius of your guitar. Because of the way a humbucker magnet works, the strength of the magnet is off the sides, the magnet is sideways, and the way the magnetic field looks and actually encompasses across the wider part of the string, if you adjust them up and down a little bit, it's not going to change the shape of that magnetic field a whole lot. Now, there have been exceptions to the rule. I was discussing this with a guitar tech about a week ago, who did a lot of work on Duane Allman's Les Paul. And he said that one of the things that he liked to do, Duane Allman, was to push this pickup allegedly all the way down in the guitar and then screw the pull pieces way out of the top of the cover. Apparently that produced a sound for him that he really liked. So there are extremes on one way or the other to doing this, but it's something that you would just have to play with. Now, the questions that we get on the YouTubes a lot of times are from people who don't have a whole lot of experience with how humbuckers and pickups really work, and they're just wondering, because the screws are there, do I need to adjust them? Is there anything that I need to do, right? And the answer is really no. We have a video, and we'll put the little thing where you can click on it about how to adjust your pickups in your guitar. Okay, so you can go watch that video here, and that'll give you the basics of how to just adjust pickups in the guitar. This one and this one. Now, in a humbucker guitar, usually it's two, sometimes there's a single coil in the middle, but that video will give you an excellent representation of how to adjust pickups in your guitar. Beyond that, you don't really need to worry about those screws at all. My question to you is, in the comments below, do you adjust each of the screws? Do you have ideas for anybody? You know, maybe extreme ideas, weird things that you've tried with adjusting your pickup heights and your screws in your humbuckers in your guitar? Leave that in the comments below, because I'd be interested to see what your ideas are. And if you have any questions about anything like this, or guitar tone, or guitar setup, or how to adjust something, or any of that kind of stuff, leave it in the comments, and we will make a video just for you. My name is Dylan. This has been Dylan Talks Tone. If you found value in this, please subscribe. Even if you didn't, you should still subscribe, because there was like over 300. This is episode 301. Can you believe that? We've been doing this for quite a while. So there's lots of stuff out there that we have on this YouTube channel that may be of value to you. Do me a favor and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Hit the little bell so that you know the next time we make a video, which is about 2 or 3 times a week. And check out our live show on Monday nights at 9 o'clock Eastern Time right here on YouTube. We'll talk to you all very soon.